Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Welcome to today's video about soto, a typical Indonesian food that tastes different in every bowl. Stay with us as we explore its flavors, styles, and what makes soto special across Indonesia. Ever had a soup that feels like a warm handshake? Soto is that kind of food for many Indonesians. It is a fragrant soup built around broth, meat or seafood, rice or noodles, herbs, and a pile of toppings. Then comes the fun part. Each region makes it their own, so one bowl can taste bright and light, while another turns rich and creamy. In this video, you will learn what makes soto a typical Indonesian food, why it varies so much, and which famous styles are worth trying first. You will also get simple tips for ordering, plus an easy way to build a satisfying bowl at home. Expect warm broth, fried shallots, and that final squeeze of lime that wakes everything up. What makes soto typical Indonesian food and why it varies so much? Soto is everyday comfort food in Indonesia. People eat it at home, at warungs, small local eateries, and from street carts. It is not reserved for celebrations. It is the kind of meal you grab when you want something filling but not heavy, like a favorite hoodie in soup form. Even with all the regional versions, most bowls share the same building blocks. Broth. Clear and herby or richer with coconut milk or milk. Protein. Chicken, beef, offal, sometimes seafood. Carbs. Steamed rice, lontong or ketupat, rice cakes, vermicelli noodles. Toppings. Fried shallots, celery leaves, bean sprouts, sambal, lime, and more. So why does soto change so much? Indonesia is a huge chain of islands with different crops, tastes, and local habits. Coastal areas may lean towards seafood or brighter flavors. Some places prefer stronger spice blends. Others keep the broth clean and simple, then let condiments do the talking. Condiments matter because soto is meant to be adjusted at the table. Lime adds sharpness, sambal brings heat, and sweet soy sauce can add a dark, sweet salty note. In other words, the right bowl is often the bowl you finish seasoning yourself. If you only remember one thing, remember this. Soto is a template. The region, the cook, and your own toppings finish the story. The flavor base. Broth, spices, and the fresh finish. Most soto starts with a gentle spice mix. You will often taste turmeric for that golden color, lemongrass, galangal, garlic, and coriander. The aroma can feel clean and citrusy, yet still savory. Clear broths usually taste lighter and more herbal, with the spices sitting in the background. Richer broths, often with coconut milk or milk, feel rounder and slightly sweet, with a fuller mouthfeel. Neither is better. They just hit different cravings. Then comes the fresh finish. A squeeze of lime brightens the whole bowl. Herbs add a green lift. Crunchy toppings like fried shallots or crackers keep each spoonful interesting, like adding texture to a song you already love. How people eat soto in Indonesia. Breakfast, lunch, late night comfort. Soto is an anytime meal. In many places, people eat it for breakfast because it is warm, quick, and steadying. At lunch, it is a reliable choice when you want something fast but satisfying. Late at night, it becomes comfort food for night shift workers and anyone chasing a hot bowl after a long day. That is the end of part 1. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.